This piece is called Don Elloway, Where Are You? Don Elloway, Where Are You? Story goes like this. Where we are right now is East Falmouth Elementary School on Cape Cod, my hometown, where I grew up and went to school. And on the second day of first grade, we had art class, and they walked the whole class to the art room, and all the desks are in pairs, and we were told, pick a desk. And I walked up to this one desk in the middle of the room, and there was the most beautiful little girl that I'd ever seen, walking up to the desk at the same time, and we both sat down and looked at one another, and it was basically love at first sight. And for the next 3 weeks, I was just in bliss and in love. And we walked home together. I walked her home and everything. Her family moved away. Her father was in the Air Force. My father, everybody in the neighborhood, their father was in the Air Force, pretty much. And she, after about 3 weeks, they moved away. And I made myself a promise that when I grew up, I would find her. And I've tried on the internet, all those search for people and stuff, but I was 6 years old, and I'm not even sure if I've been spelling her name right. So how do you spell Elloway? There's about 4 different ways of spelling it. And it just recently occurred to me that maybe she spelled her name D-O-N instead of D-A-W-N. So, anyway, I figured it just occurred to me a couple weeks ago that I could shoot this video, put it on my website, and ask the world to help me find this person. Now, she's probably got a different last name by now, and but I figured I would give it a try. So that doesn't sound good. That's a little better. So what I figured we'd do is I would take a little drive by the old school. Right there is where the art class was. Here's the elementary school entrance. Here's the playground. All right. So this is where we walk. See, there's where we walk across the street at the light. Deal across the street at the light. Could use some new brake pads. Oh yeah. So in those 3 weeks, it was very interesting because, she was Caucasian and I was a person of color in the early 60s, and her parents, I think, were somewhat racist, and so it wasn't cool us seeing one another. And the last day that she was going to be here, I went to her house on the way to school. My sister walked me there, and what ended up happening is she came to the door, and we said our goodbyes, and her father came to the door. When he saw me there, he was like really livid in a sense, and slammed the door. Anyway, this is her house. Was her house. And that was cool. This is the old hood. And I walked away, and at that moment I just said, I've got to find this person when I grow up, no matter what happens. So over the years I've tried, and so this is the latest attempt. And I'm gonna swing by my old house. So anybody that knows anybody named Don Elloway, or her name used to be Don Elloway, please feel free to get a hold of me. Here's my old house. Cool. And it'd be so cool to fulfill that little wish for that little boy. Not to mention, it'd be really cool to see her. So, love and light.